Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Nice beautiful day outside today. We're going to work on this lift. I took my skid steer yesterday and raised it up and locked it in so that I can get these cylinders moving. They look okay. I don't see any scars on the rods. That one's just dirty from I had to work it down. They don't mount to the bottom. They just set in that little slot or little lip, so the cylinders are loose at the bottom. I guess they don't need to be attached. Plus they need to kind of pivot as this goes up. Anyways, we're going to take this line off because that's the one that comes up to here, and I've got to adapt that to this fitting. So I'm going to pull that out, hopefully that thread matches that cylinder or that little block out there, and if it does, then we just gotta find a hose that'll fit it. And I don't even care if the hose is this long. It doesn't really have to be. It could be 4 foot long, 5 foot, and it'd probably be fine. Take this off. Ooh, that looking good. Oh, it's just behind there. I don't know why people put Teflon on hydraulic fittings. I don't like using that. I like using the liquid stuff. It seals better. And if you put too much Teflon on a fitting and really crank down it, you can crack whatever you're screwing into. It has that much strength to it when you get it bound up. Now we're going to take this fitting out. Hopefully these two fittings have the same threads. They might. Nope, this is the O-ring bossing. I can tell that. Now I say that, it's kind of a, oof, yeah, totally different threads. So I'm going to have a line that fits this and fits that. Dang. Well, let's just wipe all this stuff off and take it with us. We're going to run down to Atwood's and see what they got. See you in a minute. Okay, so after a quick trip to Atwood's, and I'm not 100% sure I got everything I'm going to need. I've got two different size. This is my problem. This is the size for the pump, and this is the size for the cylinder. That's crazy. So those two are the same size, which is weird. But I do have, let me get this out of the way first. Oh, and by the way, this is a Vevor pump. I didn't get it from Vevor. I got it from eBay, but it came from a Vevor store, I believe. All right. So I have a 1/2 inch hose, and no, I think I got a 3/8 hose and a 1/4 inch hose. And I don't know which one it's going to take to do this. So we're probably going to keep them both. Oh, there's a handy little trick. If you want to get one of these off, if you don't have a knife, just grab it with a join. I usually flip it over and grab it on the inside, and then sometimes you got to do it again. Boom. Easy as that. And it works on the big straps or the little ones. The wide ones or the skinny ones, I should say. Well, and I still got to have a knife or some cutters. I'll be right back. So yeah, that one Tighten that down, that'll fit there. Now, I wonder if that's not going to screw into the pump. That and that are so. If I can connect the 3/8 hose to the 1/2 inch, yeah, I don't see how that's going to happen. This might do it though. Well, hell no. Dang it. And that fits this, I bet you. Don't. Okay, we're back to square one. We've got to go from this size to this size. And I don't see it happening. I got bushings, but I got them the wrong direction. Unless wait a minute, this might work. That I'm gonna put the O-ring on that to seal it. Then we might be able to do looking good so far. I want that hose. Forgive me if I'm not talking loud enough, I'm sorry. Ow, that cracked me right across the kneecap. Okay. Looky there. Okay. So we got fittage. And I think that's even designed, yep. Because we got the female on that end. And then we had the male inside of there. So let's go to the vise and we'll tighten these together with some goop. Get all this Teflon off of here. And then we'll hook the hoses together, we'll fill it with fluid, hook a battery up, and then we're going to see if it works. It may take a minute to get all this crap off of here though. Yeah, I do not like this stuff. It is just a mess. May have to hit it with the old grinder and the wire brush. Let's do that. Let me pause it for a second. Yep, always use liquid Teflon when you can. Go in there and tighten. Okay, and the ultimate goal is going to be to have a set of quick connects on these to where, and I might even have a female on this a female on this and a male hose. That way nothing leaks out of either side. And I just have to make sure there's no pressure on this because it's going to hold pressure with a female on here. But that way there's no leaks and it's completely removable. I can have the pump on that little skid, or maybe even make one for it, have it and the battery mounted on, like I said, on some type of little skid, and then I'm not sure that one goes in that package, but that's what's going in there. That way it's super portable. I'll even go down and buy a brand new battery just for this. If this works, I hope it does, and then I'll have me a car lift. Alright, so we'll tighten that up. Another wrench for that side. Made for it. Gonna get another crescent. That's tight. Now, what am I going to need for a battery? Positive there. And where does the ground go? Let's break out the old. Oh, the instructions are in my truck. Well, we can go get them. I know that's going to be power. I would assume ground is going to go here. But I ain't 100% sure. Let's go find out. Okay, we're going to use this older battery. It's still a good battery. I haven't actually ever had it on anything other than a trailer, but it's charged, I believe, and it already has some battery cables on. Not the best, but they'll work. That one is a brand new battery that goes to a truck I'm working on. So, put the new one back up. TF. After I tie my shoe. That's the positive. None of these are really all that tight. That one is. Here is the negative. Boy, that negative cable looks bad, but it should work. And like I said, we'll get new cables later. we'll build some sort, if this thing works, we'll build some sort of little skid and all that good stuff for it. Oh, well, that's cool that that's magnetic. Put that back in here though, so it don't pick up a bunch of slivers of junk. Let me get a rag real quick. Also, I'm going to clean this off. Don't really need to pull anything else down in that wiper seal if you don't have to. They need to stay as clean as possible. And I have a rag right there on my side. Perfect. Alright. Let's see if we can do this without making a mess. It is awful windy today. Hey guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It really motivates me to pick up more stuff and make videos about it. I mean, I already like doing it anyways. I love making these videos. I love finding this old stuff that doesn't work, making it work again. But seeing them subscribers grow is just more motivation to get even better things and bigger things. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like my videos, share. I appreciate all you guys watching the videos. I appreciate you guys subscribing, and I'm looking forward to seeing the new subscribers. So, on with the video. It's supposed to be 6 quarts, I think. Depends on the tank. That's 6 and an 8. I figured 6 would be enough. I may not have enough ATF though. I don't know how much them cylinders are going to hold, but it's going to be a lot. Of course, it'll push it back in here. It should. Alright. There's 4 quarts. Let's see what that does. And that's still pretty empty. Not too crazy, because whatever's in there's got to come back in here. Alright, there we go. Now it's starting to work. Definitely need to get the cable on there. That is hard to move. Oh, there's another notch. I guess we'll let the fluid come back in here. We'll let that drop all the way down. Oh no! Leakage. Dang it. Better get the kitty litter out. That now, I'm not really sure why. I may just have to pull both them cylinders off and get them repacked. Take one off, get it apart, get a kit, and get it together. Get it together, man. I gotta get it off the locks now. God, this magnet is so damn strong. That's good though. As many times as I slap it on the hood, I ain't got to worry about it coming off going down the road. Okay, so the Weaver pump worked great. I love the little hand controller that's magnetic. It worked fine, lifting. And as you can see, it goes up pretty high. It'll go up high enough to do oil changes and stuff. Definitely high enough to pull all four wheels and tires off. Everything under there looks fine, other than just being dirty. So I'm going to consider it a win, even though I've got to take them cylinders off and repack them. It's probably going to cost 40-50 bucks per cylinder, possibly, to rebuild them, if they're rebuildable. That's the other thing. Does that come off? I hope. Man, I hope that comes off. I think it does. I think those are, there's a set screw or two in them. It's funny to think, I thought this thing only had a couple of different lock positions. Apparently it's got several, which is good. It's in the last one right now, and that little old spring is stout. I need to get a cable, run back into that. I'm gonna have to mount that pump sideways though. The way the tank is configured on that, I don't think it would hold enough if I turn it upright, which, I mean, it ain't no big deal. And I am going to need to get a longer hose than that. I know it works, it does what it's supposed to, but it needs to be a little longer. I might find a 6-footer, and I didn't put any Teflon on that either, which I'll have to pull all this stuff back off. I still want to put a quick connect on this and a quick connect on the pump, to where if I ever did decide to put this on a trailer or something, I can throw this on and then just carry the pump separately with the battery and all that good stuff. I mean, this thing's in really good shape. for something that's been sitting out in the field for God only knows how long. It's just, that's a good feeling to see it actually do what it's supposed to do. So now it's just a matter of doing all the little fine tuning. They had something welded on each leg at all four corners. I'll grind them off. There's some stuff up here that was welded on both sides and the ends. I got to grind all that off, and might even throw a coat of paint on it, make it look nice. So I've got 175 in the pump. I've got another 75 in the hoses and fittings, which some of them I don't really need, so we'll say 50 bucks. So there's 225, and then say another 100. So I'll have $325 in it plus a battery, which I have. So I still got out under this thing under 500, maybe not much under, but especially if I'm going to paint it and do that. But it's still definitely worth it, and it's something that I'll be able to use. And when I'm not using it, I won't have a big set of arms sticking up that are getting in the way. I can just pick this thing up and move it out of the way with a skid steer. So I guess that's it for this video, guys. It works. Thank gosh it works. But I think with a little tinkering, another weekend or so in labor and some parts, we'll be able to try it out on a vehicle. Probably put my side-by-side on there first. I'm sure it'll lift that up. It probably don't weigh 1,500 pounds, 1,800 pounds. And then we might try on the Explorer over there. See how it works with that. If it fits the frame without hitting anything, that is. I don't know if there's any other kind of attachments that went on these things to keep them from hitting certain parts of the frame or not, but we'll figure that out later. So I'm gonna get in the house later on this evening and upload this video, edit it, and hope y'all have a good rest of the weekend, and I will see y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.